Hi everyone, welcome back to day 3 of my 13 Frights before Halloween crafting projects that I'm making leading up to Halloween Day. And this is Sandy, and I want to share with you this little altered coffin box that I added pattern paper to and decorated. So this is what it looks like on the front. Got a little spider here and some eyelash string in green and button string in black. We've got the cats. These are all Tim Holtz elements. The paper is Authentiques Masquerade from this year. So it's a little wooden box that I purchased at Michael's. It unlatches, and then when you open it up, they got a little skeleton that pops out at you. Like that. Kind of makes it fun, and then some more elements too in the lid. So that's what we're going to be doing today. You may have a little pre-made coffin box, or you can make one out of card stock that you might find online a pattern for. So just whatever, or any kind of little box that you want to decorate for the day, to put a little fun pop-up element in it to make it kind of spooky and fun. And I want to remind you that please leave a comment, and if you're a subscriber to my channel, you'll be eligible every day. If you leave a comment, you'll get an entry for each day for the prize that I'll be giving away on October 31st on Halloween Day. I still haven't decided what it's going to be yet, but I hope to figure that out soon. So check back later on. Remember, I have a craft project every day at 10 a.m. Central Time for the 13 days leading up to Halloween. This is the 3rd day, so we'll have another one tomorrow. So I want to thank you for joining in, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and let's get started with this tutorial for today. For day 3, I am altering a little wooden coffin box that I purchased at Michael's a few years ago. I think they still have them. I see them just about every Halloween. They come, mine was already painted black, except for in the inside it was not. So the outside was black and the inside was not, so I painted mine along the edges and on the walls so that I could pattern it. Now I apologize that the actual adding the papers is not here in this tutorial video, because I did record it, but my computer decided it didn't have a place to save it, so the file was blank. But I haven't done the major decorating, so we're going to do that together. So you can use any little wooden type coffin you can find box, or you can create one. I know there's patterns online to make paper or cardstock coffin boxes. Actually, I did one, I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago or so for 13 Frights before Halloween. It may still be on my YouTube channel on how to make one out of cardstock and then pattern it. So what I did is I took a thin piece of paper. This is the branding sheet that comes in a collection, and I traced on it, cut it out, and then I kept trimming it down so that the template would fit inside my box. Then I cut out 2 pieces of paper, put it on the inside, and I am using Authentique's newest Masquerade collection. I'm using this and this one. I don't know the name of this one. This is number 5. And I'm also using the dots with the spider webs on that. I use that here on the side right here. You can see now this, of course, is too small, so I drew another pattern and cut it for the top and the bottom. And then for this, I used a 12-inch strip on each one, and then a little bit more, like about 2 or 3 inches, to piece it together and cut around this with a craft knife. This piece here, the latch, and this was 3/8 wide, and this was 7/8 wide. And you just put the glue on the back of it and just press it in, and it goes on really easy. Like this strip here was some leftover, so it just wraps around with the art glitter glue, and you just keep pressing it down. And I also ink the edges with, let me show you on this piece here, my dark gray Copic marker. I like, sometimes if I want the white of the edges to be gone, I like to use a marker instead of an ink pad. Either one works fine, but this I think it's easier and less messy, at least for me. So there's that. This is a piece we're going to use to make a pop-up element in this. So my box is patterned. I use spider webs here on this edge. I use this orange and black diamond print here. I use this swirly with orange stars on the top and the back. And then the inside has this pattern again. So the wide part is the base. I'm also going to be using Tim Holtz package I got last year, a couple years ago, Halloween ephemera pack. It has 109 pieces. I've already picked out what I think I might want to use. Lots of fun vintage Halloween stuff. So here you see the skeleton. He has his legs bent, but that didn't fit in the coffin. So I broke his legs. And then I glued him back on straight. And then I also matted him to black cardstock to make him a little bit stronger. So I see some places where I'm going to need ink around the edges for him. We're going to make him pop out of the coffin. Okay, at least I'm going to on mine. So let me ink the edges on him. So I fussy cut him out, glued him to black cardstock, and then fussy cut around to give him some extra strength here. And I'm just inking some of the edges where it needs to be black. And the great thing about Copic markers when you're fussy cutting, if you have a place where you couldn't quite cut everything out, you can go in there and just ink it out. See if that looks okay. Just add some touches of black in some places. Okay, so I have cut here a piece. This one I don't need, it's too thin. In other words, I want this double thickness. So this is 1 inch by 12. And I'm going to take my scoreboard real quick. And I'm going to score the 1 inch width in half at a 1/2 inch. Move this out of the way. Then I'm going to fold it in half on the score line. Now I just have to decide. Looks like I didn't score it on 1/2 inch. I will trim it. Don't know why I did that. Okay, let's burnish this down. I have it off right there. So I'm going to, maybe I cut this wider than 1 inch. That's probably what I did. Because this is definitely 1/2 inch. So I scored it right. But this is going to be okay. We're going to glue these two halves together. I'm just making a thicker pop-up element for my skeleton. We're going to do an accordion pop-up. So this will be the bones of the pop-up mechanism. So take your glue. And on the inside, I want the spider showing. So I'll just put glue the whole length here. I'm just going to glue these together. This way it'll be the double thickness with the pattern paper instead of using cardstock. Now I'll probably need to re-ink that one edge that I cut. Make sure that edge is black. Okay, now we're going to fold this into accordion. So I'm going to put this on his back. Let's say about 1 inch. Fold the first one, and then you're just going to fold zigzag back and forth, and press it really good when you fold it. Just keep on. You're going to end up with a springy accordion piece. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, just approximately. So you should end up about the same on the other end. Okay. So see how it springs out? Let's grab our skeleton. So I'm going to glue this to his back, this first 1/2 inch. And burnish that on. And open the coffin. Fold this back. I played with this with some temporary, so it should work. So fold this down, press it down, and then we're going to put glue on this last section here on the back. And that's what we're going to glue in. Now make sure his feet are all the way down. Make sure he fits in there, his little head. He's a perfect fit once I broke his leg bones and reattached them. So I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds to let that glue catch. See, when it pushes in, he pops up. Push it in, he pops up. Unless he gets stuck. There he goes. So when you close it like that, open it, he should pop up. Cool, huh? So we're going to some cheesecloth here. Separate it some. Just going to glue some down in here maybe. Especially. So just put glue down in there and just kind of wad it up and poke it in there. And then once it's dry and stuck, you can kind of pull out, you know, make it more wispy. I guess you would say more spider webby, more spooky. Put that one in there and another little piece. I don't think this will hinder him that much, I don't think. Because I'm just putting it in the upper part kind of here. So it goes down in there. Okay. See how he pops up? Now then, I have different pieces that I picked out that I think I might want on the inside, but I think I'm going to do the front first. I'm going to push him back down. This is the top, the skinnier part's the top on mine. And I had these 13 tarot card, I guess that is. I don't know what a tarot card is, but that's what I'm going to call it. Maybe it's a psychics fortune teller card. I don't know. Then I have the black cat's face. And I love this jack-o'-lantern. He's so vintage. I have a smaller cat too. See here, I have this cat. Just putting some ink where some white tear paper showed. So let's see here. Put the 13 and a black cat and a jack-o'-lantern. It's kind of cool. Oh, we have this other jack-o'-lantern too. Yeah, he's kind of spooky. One or the other. I think I want the spookier one right there. Okay. We have an owl. And then we have 31 for Halloween. And this eye. Okay, that's kind of sort of what I'm looking for. So let's start gluing these on. That's where I want them. Now I'm going to move it off. So glue on the 13 card first. So whatever you have in Halloween ephemera pieces that you may have, stickers left over from different collections. I'm going to scoot this down just a little bit like that. Then the cat. Just to decorate it up, make it all fun. Some black button string or orange, some old buttons, whatever you have in your stash that you like and you've kept for Halloween. It all mixes together really nice. It doesn't have to be the same collection even. So this jack-o'-lantern, he's going to go down here. Got the owl to perch up here at the top. Make sure everything's still recording, hopefully. Whoops. Up here at the top, not on the cat. Then we have the 31 for Halloween. And the eye. There's the eye. Now we probably need something that's gonna pop it up here. Let's see, I have some labels. Toxic label. Like that. This Jim Holtz pack is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of fun stuff in it. I'm surprised I hadn't used it yet. I bet I bought it last year and just hadn't gotten around to playing with anything. Oh, I had a moon I wanted to use. Nope, too late. Can't put him on there. There's not enough room. Okay, so that's like that. So I may put a flower on there, and then we may decide on something on the inside. I don't know. Too much on the inside will hinder the pop-up, so I don't want to do too much of that, but I may do some other popping up. We'll see. Okay, let's decide on this right here. Let's get us a bow, maybe. I just roll off probably about 24 inches of string, button string, and I just use my fingers to tie it. I may not want it really big here. Just wrap it around in and out. Stick the tail between my fingers, and then that loop there, space there, I bring this tail back through it. Grab it. And then pull back and forth to get it nice and tight. And then I tie it one more time with the other loose tail. Pull those tight. Okay. Then I cut this other off. Okay, then pull them out. Kind of separate the loops a little bit to kind of make it full looking. And that can go right in there. And do I want a little bit of this? Not too terribly much, if I do at all. Let's see. And put the bow on first. Just play around with it, see what you like. I'm gonna put the bow right here and let that dry, and then I'm gonna grab my little box and grab a spider. Dry right there. So I have in my box just odds and ends. I have some brads. I have this glittery spider here. I kind of like him. I'll put him right there on the top. And he's nice and flat. He'll work good. Just pop him right there on that bow. Hold him down for a second. See, I even have little bone pieces cut off of plastic skeletons. Interesting. Probably not. Just different. So let's move him a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute while I look around and see what else I have. Before my spider glued on, I took it off and then I found a bit of green, bright green eyelash string, and I'm just gonna stick it right there. I tied this one in a knot, a single knot, the black string, and now I'm gonna put the spider. I was gonna put the white cheesecloth, but the green around the cat down here, I think I like the green better. Black would have been cool also, I think, but it wouldn't have showed up as much. So now the glue for the spider. Just gonna stick him right there in that. Just kind of play with this. It's just a water string. I have a kind of a loop here, but I don't think the loop works very well. Just cut it loose. Don't know if I have a loop over here or not. Don't think so. Okay. So I'm just going to let it, and if it's covering up too much stuff, then we'll just kind of clip some of the eyelash stuff off. My scissors are getting kind of dull there. Okay. That's kind of spooky, don't you think? Okay, so let's see what we want to do for inside. Do we want to do some more scary pop-up things? We've got this hand here. Make sure that dries. This would have to. Maybe just in here. And I don't know if I'll make them actually pop up, but because there's nothing really in, and they would hang. So I think I'm just going to put this hand, either the bigger one, like that. We got the moon. Moon be kind of funny, look weird in there. Maybe let me clean this up. Okay. Got that cat. I'm going to glue that cat down in there. Let's kind of decorate the inside some. And this palm readers, whatever you want to call it. Guide, I guess. How to use that eye. like that jack-o'-lantern, so I'm going to put him in there. Got another little label thing. Oops. Teeny tiny. What is it? Oh, it's a... So, oh, I thought it was a Ouija board, but it's not. It's just a label. Okay. Like a poison label. Sad I didn't put that moon in there somewhere, but it'll go on another project. So I'm thinking this is pretty much done. Like that. So it can sit on a shelf. Just open it up and he pops up. Not totally, he's kind of just stands up all the time, but that works fine. Boing, kind of a surprise, what do you think? And close that down. So that's the altered coffin box. As I said, if you can't find the little wooden ones, these measure about total 5 inches by 2 at the bottom. The widest is, yeah, about 2.5. And they're black. You might could find some unfinished ones. I don't know. Check out the different craft stores, Hobby Lobby, Joann, Michael's, for those, or check my YouTube channel, see if my video is still up from several years ago with a coffin box pattern and tutorial, or find others online. You may even find them for your Cricut or Silhouette with SVG files. So that's that. So thank you for checking in with me on day 3 of my 13 Frights before Halloween. Got another project for you for tomorrow. Bye bye.